This is a minor hockey moment, a chance for us to explore all the little bits and pieces of minor hockey. This one's a super special minor hockey moment for us because we're joined by the Pee Wee A Pas Huskies. It's almost hard for me to say because we're sort of a Thompson-based show, and it feels kind of strange, but I'm so excited to have you guys on the show. So just before we talk about why we brought you on, let's get everybody's name and give me your number if you want. So Jerome's, you're the coach?
I'm one of the coaches, the assistant coach, yeah.
Assistant coach for the Pas Huskies. What's your name?
My name is Matthew and I'm number 35.
Perfect. What's your name?
Mika.
Mika, right on. Thanks for being on the show.
Landon Stevens, number 5.
Right on.
Logan Moore, number 12.
Ethan Wesley James Myers Kennedy, number 18.
And best hat on the team by a mile. I mean, yours looks good, but that's 100%. And what's your name?
Jesse,
Jesse.
number 15.
15? That's a pretty good hat. Paul, our cameraman, loves the Jets. He's got more Jet stuff than anyone I know, so good looking toque there. So you guys are in town for the Prince Bershide tournament, but you're pushing hard on something called the Good Deeds Cup, and I sort of know a bit about this, but not a lot, so explain to us what the Good Deeds Cup is all about.
Sure. First of all, thank you so much for inviting us. This is really cool. And thank you to everybody in Thompson for your hospitality this tournament. The Good Deeds Cup was started by Chevrolet last year, and it was a way to show basically Canadians how we can get more involved in our communities. So they started up this thing called the Good Deeds Cup, and it's for all the Pee Wee teams in Canada that are able to enter, and you enter in a short 1-minute video. They had hundreds of entries this year. Apparently it was double the amount of entries that they had last year, and the cool thing is that it is a partnership with a nonprofit or a charity in your community. So the money that is actually being potentially raised goes to the charity. So in our case, we had planned to do a team building session to help serve food at the local shelter, Oscar's Place, which has had some pretty major problems in the past year. We just found out a few months ago that they were losing their financing. So there's a real big push in our community to try to keep the doors open, and we know that homelessness is obviously a major issue here in the north. So we partnered with them. We did this meal, and after we had planned out the initial meal, we got this email from Chevy saying, hey, there's this thing called the Good Deeds Cup. And we had heard about it, but we didn't have any plan whatsoever to have an entry. So we got the email and said, why not? So we contacted a local videographer who came in and took some footage, and Andre Brandt, I should shout him out because he's got some amazing work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we submitted it, and a few days later we got the phone call that we were a top 10 contender in all of Canada.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the part of this story that I love that I just heard a while ago is that you guys said, and you just said it, but I think we could love to underline it. You were doing this ahead of time before the Good Deeds Cup, so it wasn't like you saw this coming out and thought, oh, this would make a great story, people will love this. I mean, you were doing that no matter what, and then this kind of fell into your lap, right?
Yeah, just the stars kind of aligned, I guess, and it just worked out very, very, very cool. And as it is right now with the voting, we've been in first place, we've been in fourth place, and it's the power of the internet that drives it. So you're seeing like the view count actually like changing daily and hourly, and it's pretty amazing because as it is right now, we've guaranteed $2,000 for Oscar's Place, and if we can get into the top 3 viewed, the voting's on for another week, then it will mean that we will get $5,000 for Oscars. And for them, they have a desperate need for things like all the rooms that the people used to sleep in are actually all closed off now. So they all sleep in the main hall area. So it was actually kind of a funny story. When we were serving the food there that night, a lot of the people were like, okay, you've served us the food, but now you got to go because we're trying to sleep, right? Because it's in the main hall.
Yeah.
And they sleep on just roll out blankets. So the cots is the number one thing that they're on their wish list. Yeah.
Wow, what a fantastic story. So how do people help you get up to number 1 and get $5,000 for Oscar's Place?
Okay, so first of all, we want to encourage everybody to go and view this video. You can do it by going to the Chevrolet YouTube channel. If you want to find it easier, if you just go to the Pas Huskies on either Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, you'll be able to find it. And we'll be putting the link, I think, on as well in your guys' article. And what you need to do is it's a very well shot video. It's only 1 minute long. You just got to watch that video, and then the big thing that's going to drive votes, because we're from the smallest community in the contest. It's actually pretty neat. Like, we have 5,000 people that live in the Pas, and we're going up against communities that have, you know, tens and hundreds of thousands of population. So what we really need is everybody out there in the prairies, or anybody who's a supporter of this, to go watch the video and then to share the link to it on their social media, so we can try to get it more viral.
Perfect. No, and I think we'll jump in on that. I mean, you guys will probably agree with me. As a Thompson person, we're taught to not like the Pas, right?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it happens in the
we
north.
all play hockey against each other.
There's rivalry.
And, yeah, I'm just saying that's on the ice, but off of the ice, we got to help each other out. And
Yeah.
you guys are doing an awesome job with this. And I know people around town here are talking about it. It's gaining some buzz, so we're happy to help you guys out. Were you guys there serving the food? Were you at Oscar's place?
Yes.
And how was that? Was it fun? Was it a little awkward? How was it?
It was fun.
Okay. What exactly did you do?
We served food to the homeless because some people in the Pas don't have what we have.
So did it feel pretty good to get to help them do that?
Yes, it did.
For sure. How about you? Were you there serving?
Yeah.
And what did you serve exactly? Like potatoes, hot dogs? What did you guys have?
We had a lot of meat, like ham, steak. No, not steak. Pork.
Ham and buns and salad and stuff?
Yeah, and chili.
Oh, chili. Fantastic. So do you think you guys will go back and do that one more time maybe?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Was it fun? You do it again?
Yeah.
Excellent. So it's the Good Deeds Cup. These are the Pas Huskies, Pee Wee A. We all got to vote. We got to chip in as the North. We got to jump in together. You guys only have 5,000 people. You're going up against way bigger communities. We're a big community in the North. We're going to help you out. One more time. How do we help you out?
Okay, so you go to the Pas Huskies on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and it's either going to be the link in bio on Instagram, the pinned tweet on Twitter, or on our Facebook. It's also the pinned post there as well. And you're going to see, like, if you have anybody on your friends list from the Pas, there's a really good chance that you may have saw it in your feed already. And just make sure you take that link, watch it. And it's really about word of mouth though too, right? Because we see a lot of things online and you just kind of filter it out. But I think that if we tell more people in person about how cool this story really is, it'll really help to generate some more interest in it.
For sure. It's getting some buzz around Thompson. So Paula put the link right here. Guys, point to the link. It'll be right here. So definitely get there and help these guys out. We've only got a couple more weeks to raise some money for Oscar's place in the Pas. This is a minor hockey moment. Thanks you guys for joining me.
Thank you.